My two symbolic rules were this. That second one should have been 1150 times h, by the way. So $11.50 per hour. And so to find out when these guys are equal, to find the h value that makes them equal, the technique is to set these expressions equal to each other and then solve algebraically. So that's what this looks like. And so now we're reducing this down to solving this equation for h, meaning get h all by itself algebraically. And the technique is to undo one of the variable expressions. Let's go after this one this time, the right-hand one. To undo this, we'll subtract 1150h from both sides. That looks like this. The subtraction of that undoes that addition, and we're left with 60. And then now look at what happens here when you subtract this. You can combine these like terms, and so we'll get 60 on the right and then this thing on the left here. So that looks better. And now to get this expression by itself, we need to undo that leading 4550. So we got to subtract that off from both sides. So that subtraction, that subtraction there undoes that leading number, and we're left with that equaling that subtraction. So h then must be the division of those two, 1450 divided by 150. And so here we get 9.6 repeating. And so what we're going to say here is, we'll call that approximately 9.7. So to answer the question, where are you? There you are. After how many hours? So we're going to call it approximately 9.7 hours. That's our answer. Now let's do it graphically real quick. So in your graphing calculator, do this with me. So I'm going to hit y equals. So I'm going to clear, arrow down and hit clear. So I entered all those out. So I'm going to put those in there. 4550 plus 13 hours. We've got to remember to use x's and y's here. So this one, 60, where are you, plus $11.50 per hour. Let's go change our windows to what these guys read. We went from 0 to 13 and 0 to 190 along that output axis. So I'm going to do 0 to 13 along the input axis, 0 to 190 along the output axis. I'm going to hit graph, and there is my first line. My second line is coming up. So there's the point of intersection somewhere in there. It looks like the overlaying, but they're actually crossing. So the third is to do calc, which is, sorry, calc right there, second trace. And then down to intersect. So 3 questions here, just got to hit enter 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And so there it is. There's our answer, 9.6 repeating, and then that actually gives us the cost there. That's just nice. But there's my answer, 9.7 approximately months. I'm sorry, not months, hours there. So after that many hours. So again, this graphical method gives us an additional piece. It gives us the cost where they're equal. So hopefully that helps, and you'll be able to use this technique, both techniques, either the graphical technique using your calculator or the algebraic technique. Either way, whichever one you choose.